the Mortgage Bankers Association and the National Association of Mandatory Mortgage Bankers in America. His founder's life sculpture is Colossians 3:17. He lives by the philosophical conviction of our greatest glory is in part failing, but is rising even every time we fail. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Darren McCormick.
Nice, man.
To President Shauna Robinson and the officers and trustees of the Benton Harbor Area Schools Board of Education, to Superintendent Dr. Andre Townsend and the entire instructional, administrative, and support staff consortium of the Benton Harbor Area Schools, to Principal Roseberg and the faculty and staff of Benton Harbor High School, and to the officers and members and families of the Benton Harbor High School graduating class of 2022. At the risk of sounding redundant and cliche, yet no less sincere, I greet you on this momentous occasion by saying to you today, congratulations. Clap your hands, clap your hands. I'm certainly privileged and humbled to be able to share in this pivotal moment in your lives, and I'm grateful to Ms. Logan Sharps for extending the invitation for this rare opportunity. I want to begin my remarks with an age-old proverb that has been a daily reminder to myself. We plan and we plan and we plan. And eventually we get to the place we planned on getting to, just not how we planned on getting there. 11 years ago to the day, on June 3rd, 2011, I became an alumnus of Benton Harbor High School. I remember the day and I remember it well. There was a sense of togetherness, a common unity that bound our class together as we donned our orange and black robes and walked onto this venerable field where generations of Tigers have sat before us to be conferred diplomas. I can imagine that you all too feel the emotion, the excitement, and the weight of this moment. While I don't want you to lose that, I think one of the latent and unintended consequences of the pomp and circumstance of graduation is that we can, even for just a nanosecond, forget that June 4th is tomorrow. Now, before you tune me out, hear me out. I'm not speaking of just literally tomorrow. I'm speaking of a figurative tomorrow as well. I could say it another way if you would let me. I think one of the latent or unintended consequences of the pomp and circumstance of graduation is that we can, even for just a nanosecond, forget that there is life to live after this moment. So if you would allow me, from one Tiger to another, I would like to share some principles that will help you navigate life after this moment. Because June 3rd, 2022 is only as good and is only going to mean something if you take June 4th seriously. You can only make June 3rd count by what you do on June 4th. The first principle I want to leave with you today is what it takes to get there and what it takes to stay there are not the same things. Whether you are bound for college, the military, trade school, the workforce, this principle is perpetually applicable. Your record, your trajectory, all are determined by what you do once you are in the door.
You go live?
I know you've all heard the saying before, work to get in, work to stay in. In college classes, your intelligence won't keep you inspired and engaged. Your drive, your study habits, and your character will. Charisma gets you in the door, but character keeps you there. Knowledge and skills get you the interview, but time management and showing up on time get you the seniority. Your Instagram story may get you clients, but how you treat them determines whether or not they will come back. So I want you to understand that what it takes to get there and what it takes to stay there are not the same things. The second thing I want to leave you with today is don't compare, congratulate. Real successful people don't have a problem celebrating others. Our human tendency is to take a peek into others' lives and get down on ourselves. I believe there's an old proverb that says, don't look at your beginning based on someone else's middle. Don't you ever forget that you don't have to, that you don't celebrate others in hopes that they will celebrate you. But you celebrate them so that your successes are garnered with integrity. The third thing I want to leave with you is never stop adding value to yourself. Don't ever settle for bare minimum. Don't settle for just meeting the bar. learn multiple skills, gain multiple talents, take multiple courses, get multiple credentials, invest in courses, read books that might be outside of your comfort zone, read about current events, master a task. Don't just be the best. And the last thing I want to leave you with today is don't discount faith. Now, you guys know you did invite a preacher to be the commencement speaker today. So I got to leave you with something about faith. This does not reflect the Board of Education. I'm not trying to challenge the nonprofit status of the district. I'm just trying to tell you all today, class of 2022, what works. Although you should march to the beat of your own drum, your beat should be aligned with God's tempo. Can I say that again? Although you should march to the beat of your own drum, your beat should be aligned with God's tempo. I wish I could tell you that every day that you'll have from this moment on won't be bad. I wish I could tell you that you won't have off-seasons, sad moments, setbacks, or problems. I wish that I can tell you that every time you go for the interview, you get the job. Every time you apply for the mortgage, you'll get an approval. Every time you go to get the apartment or go for the boyfriend or the girlfriend, that the relationship would last. But that's just not the case. And I'm no fool. I know that you all know that that's true too. You're going to need something that when the tears fall, or when the breakup happens, or when you fail the class, or when you fail the test, that will hold you and keep you. Confucius called it a transcendent third. There's an old song that I listened to in church that said these words: I don't know about tomorrow, it may bring me poverty, but the one who feeds the sparrow is the one who stands by me. And the path that may be my portion may be through the flame or flood, but his presence goes before me, and I'm covered by his blood. I want to leave you with the words of 50 Cent, and I'm out of your way. He said this: behind me is infinite power, before me is endless possibility, and around me is boundless opportunity. My strength is mental, physical, and spiritual. I'd like to turn that quote into an affirmation for you, class of 2022. Behind you is infinite power. Before you are endless possibilities, and around you are boundless opportunities. So class of 2022, from one tiger to another, we are always the predator and never the prey. To the class of 2022, run, soar, travail, win, conquer, overcome, grow, because there's nothing you cannot do. No mountain is too high, no valley is too low. You can make it, because behind you is infinite power, before you is endless possibility, and around you is boundless opportunity. Once again, congratulations, and may God's blessings be yours.
And next we have the band, the Tiger Marching Band, playing Blinding Lights.
Candace, how are you?
Hey, Candace.
The older they get, the quieter they get. They're not a part of this Jamarian, my grandson,
Mr. Cook
graduated.
and Mighty Tiger Rocky Band for that selection. And also I'd like to thank Mr. Darren McCormick
Yeah,
for
Marion.
such great inspirational words
Darren,
of wisdom today.
Julian
Please give it up. The class of 2022 has been a part of many transitions at Ben Harbor High School, and they have led in a mighty way. It is our mission to provide students a focus and foundation for their learning experiences that not only meets their academic potential, but also leads to lifelong learning and achievement. As we continue to promote a culture and climate that supports quality learning for every student every day, ensuring that our students are college ready, college bound. We are confident that our graduates at Ben Harbor High School, and in particular, the class of 2022, have a focus and a plan for their future. We are so very proud of them. Please give it up for the class of 22. It is now my pleasure to present the superintendent of Ben Harbor Area Schools, Dr. Andre Townsend.
The blue.
Good evening and greetings to the parents, families, and friends of the graduate of the class of 2022. To Benton Harbor High School and other Benton Harbor Area School faculty members, staff, and administrators, and our distinguished guests. And a special greeting to the class of 2022. Thank you so much, Reverend Darren McCormick. Your words definitely, I believe, co-signed, and I know will resonate with our young people moving forward. I'm Dr. Townsend, Superintendent of Benton Harbor Area Schools, and I just have some brief information I want to share. A brief message that supported not only the teachers that you see, but me coming through my life to be a successful young man in our society. Just like Reverend Darren McCormick is living his best life, constantly achieving. I want to leave you some small gems and jewels where you can do the exact same thing. One thing I tell our faculty members and staff all the time is a quote that I learned from an author named Jim Rohn. And he often say, don't forget when we went through that pandemic. He says, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more skill. Don't wish for less problem, wish for more wisdom. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. After you walk out of this graduation, the road is gonna be tough, the road is gonna be rocky, there's gonna be some difficulties right in front of you. But I'm asking you to stay confident in everything that you learn, to the best of your ability, making the proper decisions, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, athletically, academically, emotionally, and socially. Understand where your guidance comes from. Some of the best advice that was ever told to me is that the best helping hands you will ever receive are at the end of your own two arms. I'm going to tell you two small stories that resonated with me so much, and I still live by those parables to this day. First is the law of the bamboo seed. You need to understand this.
You can find
Once
him down
upon a
there.
time, a man planted a bamboo seed in soil. And that entire first year, he watered that soil every single day and nothing happened.